Yeah, that was
So,
his
so on the
words.
scale of 10, Trev, how many men in the nation right now? And we already know a third of them can't even get sex. The few that's left on a scale of 1 to 10, how many of those guys is it not necessary for them to lie?
It depends on what you're aiming for, right? And that's why I
I'm
always say
just
punching
let's
outside of your
say
weight
for
class.
penetration.
Most men are capable of obtaining sex, right? I haven't ran into a dude, and I've started from cast that was from square one, getting no box, period, right? And I've gotten to the point where if that's what you're looking for, you know, you can get that. You can get you a relationship. You can get you a girlfriend. But again, you have to understand where you are in the sexual marketplace. Same thing we tell women. We tell them like, you want to do that 6'4" and make $100,000 a year. We tell them they stupid. So we telling the dude like, yo, bro, you overweight. You're going to have to get you a chunky chick or somebody who's not so pretty or somebody with lower self-esteem or something that's
but what
where you are in the sexual marketplace.
Without training them, Trav, without giving them the tools to be able to succeed. I'm talking about looking at it at face value before you start giving them the ebook and all this other and the course to get the box and all that, whatever, or masculinity course or whatever. Just looking at it at face value. How many of these guys on a scale of 10 just walk out tonight and get some box at the end of the night?
It's extremely low, but it's extremely low. Just like most women can't go outside and get a marriage tonight or get a serious relationship tonight.
Let's say low is 12%. Let's say low is a 12% chance. But if they lie, it jumps up to an 80 to 90% chance. Is it safe to say that is true?
No. 80% from 12? No. You can't lie your way up like 70%, bro. That's out.
Let's say for the sake of argument, all right, think of it this way.
Hey, we do gotta get some of the ladies in there, y'all.
All right.
Let's try to get Casey and Allie in there.
No, let Allie talk. I want to hear it.
Oh, not gonna lie, that this conversation is draining as far as who's lying and all that sort of stuff. Like, okay, I will say I have seen that. There was like this one executive that's always like, Alice, you want to come see my Maserati? Like, I'm not fazed by none of that. I hated it. Oh my God, absolutely hated it. So he wasn't lying. He had the Maserati. I saw him drive it every day, but some lady enabled that behavior by giving the coochie to him, thinking he could lead with, hey, you know, see,
that's why he bought it.
Gross.
What?
Anyway.
Come on, man. Let's not act like, all right. Let's not act like that both sexes do things that's going to attract the opposite sex at face value. Like, we are human. All of us tend to travel the path of least resistance. Like, if all he had to do was go out, if he could afford a Maserati, now we saying that's all he had to do, but mother's got to do a lot of shit to be able to own a Maserati legitimately. Not that buying it on Turo or you paying $2,000 a month, but you really can't afford it. We talking about a man. You talking about a man that can actually afford a Maserati. That's some hard ass work, right? If he goes out and says all he got to do is put on the table, I own a Maserati, and that opens up a lot of legs, is that no different than a woman that may walk outside and she may have on a outfit that shows off her assets and that opens up a lot of wallets? Would you sit there and tell her, oh my God, I can't believe that you would sit here and dress like that, knowing that we about, and thank you for the drink though. I know you got me a drink at the club, but I can't believe you would sit there and wear that outfit knowing they're going to want to spend some money on us. Like, we know that this is what people do. They travel the path of least resistance. If buying a Maserati will get you some ass, motherfuckers going to buy a Maserati. If being a sweet talker gonna get you some ass, we gonna be the sweet talker. If marrying your ass is gonna get me some ass, I guess I gotta fucking marry you.
Accumulate. Some motherfuckers spend their last dime on accumulate, just get some pussy.
Like this, like.
Well, a Maserati do decide. The part where he
did
said,
you let him hit it?
What was that?
No, her friend did. He went to her and said, I got a Maserati. She said,
God.
Get the fuck out my face. He walked over to the friend and said, I got a Maserati. And she said,
whoa, so you missed out on the Maserati?
Hell no. Anyway.
In the Maserati too, didn't it?
What was that?
No. Just
in the back of the Maserati. You know?
Anyway, so the part of the video that I agree with is where he said that women, I'm not saying that women are running everything, but he says that we have control over, if we would have a more honest society if women controlled who they slept with. I do agree with that part. If they didn't just give in to sleeping with the guys with the Maseratis, like if we had more discernment in that regard, like, you know, have your head in the game, like be for real right now, like stop. No.
Maserati stuck. They suck, by the way, just to let you know.
Oh, they definitely suck.
I mean, it wasn't just the Maserati.
No pun intended.
It wasn't just the Maserati.
Just use it as an allegory for an expensive car that opened up some legs.
Yeah. So that's the part of the video that I would say I agree with the most. You said it was a soft white underbelly series. I feel like I want to go back and watch it. I feel like I need to rewatch it because this conversation
I'm not gonna lie,
liquefied.
man.
Who's lying?
If the outcomes is, hey, look, I want to smash. I'm telling you, bro. The game might have changed now. I get it. You can use your reds and your good looks and stuff, but the way these women move, bro, I don't see new dudes look busted. And if she got a light bill or some shit like that, or she needs something paid off, bro, if you act like you got it, you might be able to get the first, second base. Now, whether you get the third base, you're gonna have to make a deposit. But for the most part, man, I'm telling you, man, these women are telling you that they selling it. We actually talking about 304 culture. We're talking about whole culture right now. Like, let's not act like we haven't had these conversations on these panels. We know how to get it, bro.
But I was gonna ask Trev. I was just gonna ask Trev this, right? I was gonna say, let's say for the sake of argument that it's true that if a man punched within his weight class, he don't have to lie about shit, right? If he punches, that means he get precious if he don't lie. But if he lie, just that night, if he lie that night and he got the Airbnb,
he's heavyweight, goddamn.
And he got the Airbnb, he got the car that match. He lied that night for that night. He can hit Beyonce.
Super heavyweight. That nigga out of his weight class.
So his choices today is I can go out there and be honest. You know what I mean? And now keep in mind, his goal is only sex. We're talking about the transactional line of sex. That's his only goal. And if he go out there and tell the truth, it's precious. But if you go out there and lie, it's Beyonce.
And all he got to do, and Sweeney, you know what's crazy? All he got to do is at the next day, is to make sure he ain't get no stains on his Louis, and make sure all the tags are still hooked up to his clothes.
Here's